Greetings and welcome back. So today I want us to discuss one of the silent killer we have on the field of medicine. It is called hypertension. But look, let's check mark ourselves. Hypertension is one of the medical conditions that have been affecting people in their 40, in their 50, in their 60. In fact, 40 sometimes is not normally common, but 50, 60, 75 or going upward. But today you notice that hypertension has come as low as 25, 26, 30. I think it is something alarming and we need to investigate. But don't worry, I'm here. That is why I'm here to give you the education so we can know what to do. Now, I made an exclusive video on hypertension. I posted it on my page. You can just go back to the past videos. You are going to get the entire genesis of hypertension. But what brought me here today is one of the factors that causes hypertension. And this factor is the one that is leading to young people having hypertension in their earlier ages. Now, what is this factor? It is called salt. Salt play a major factor when it comes to hypertension. Now, let me explain how salt play this factor. Because most of the time you go to hospital, the doctor say, if you're a hypertensive patient, don't take salt. Now, come with me. Let me explain the entire mechanism behind this statement they give you. Normally, first you have to know, on normal instance, you need to take 1 teaspoon of salt per day. When I say 1 teaspoon of salt, I'm not saying you should just go, you take a teaspoon, you take one, you put it under the salt and put it in your mouth and say, my online educator said I should just take 1 teaspoon of salt. That is not what I mean. What I actually meant when I say 1 teaspoon of salt, all of your food you eat per day, the salt that contained in that food, it should not exceed 1 teaspoon. But now you'll be wondering, then how do I identify I have taken 1 teaspoon? Don't worry. Calm down with me on this video. You're going to get it. Now, let me explain the mechanism between salt and hypertension. The salt contains one of the major ingredients in salt is known as what? Sodium. In chemistry, the formula for sodium is what? Na. Now, what happened? What sodium actually do? How does sodium comes in when we're discussing hypertension? Sodium is one of the elements that when you enter in your body, it attracts water. So it is like, when I say attract water, it loves water, or water loves sodium. So because water loves sodium, whenever sodium excess in your body, that the body cannot be able to break it down, the kidney cannot be able to break it down the way it's supposed to be, they are going to make a relationship with a water. Are you getting the concept? Okay, let me break it down this way. Are you a young guy who is moving on the road and you see one beautiful lady? You understand? Something wrong in your head. You get attracted to that lady. Or you fall for that lady, like we normally say. When you fall for that lady, what will happen? You want to go closer to that lady. The next thing I will follow, what's your name? Can I have your contact? Same thing happens in sodium and water. So when you take more than 1 teaspoon of sodium in your food, the sodium number is going to, the excess sodium is going to attract water. Because normally sodium attracts water. But if it is underrich, the kidney will be able to mechanize it very well and then it's not going to affect you. But if it's above 1 teaspoon in your food, what will happen? The kidney may not be able to remove this excess water. Like I said, sodium loves water, or water loves sodium, same way. So the kidney will not be able to remove this excess water in your body. Because of that reason, this is going to play major contribution to hypertension or to even stroke. So what should you do? Avoid food with high level of sodium. Now, how can I know? If you get any food that contains sodium, you have to look on the back of the food. You will see sodium Na. Identify it as Na. The amount will be there. So those are doubting about 2 spoons or 1 teaspoon. Like I said, 1 teaspoon of sodium and salt is sufficient. It should not be more than 2 grams. So maybe teaspoon might be difficult. Your salt in your food should not be more than 2 grams. Okay, if it is more than 2 grams, you might be creating an environment for hypertension, for stroke, for so many problems. You understand? So this is the very reason when you're a hypertensive patient, the doctor tell you do not take in sodium. Do not take in food and salt. Food that contains salt, because they are going to attract water to themselves, and this water is going to play a major role in hypertension. You understand? So the easiest way to control your high blood pressure when you are in your 20, 30, or even if you are more than 50, you are still moving healthy. What should you do? Avoid food with high level of sodium. I am begging you. Once you avoid food with a high level of salt or high level of sodium, you are going to stay away from for hypertension for a long time, and you will live for long. See you, share this video, please. By the way, I'm going to open a TikTok platform, because I noticed that there are more questions that come. Sometimes people want to ask me one-on-one. I'll open a TikTok account. I will drop the link in this comment section, and then you can just click on the link. We are going to be doing one-on-one TikTok conversation wherein you can ask your question directly and I respond. See you next week. Follow for more. Bye bye.